Sandra for coming. She's had an incredibly busy schedule.
She's signing for
Oh, she's signing
She
for
get money for it.
Okay.
Money for
I thought that was also the magic of SPOOL. She just disappeared. She's having an incredibly busy schedule, and I also want to take a time out to thank their family, because I know what you must endure. So, thank you. Because behind every busy public servant or talker or scientist or any professional, there's an incredible family that's there to support them. Damn it, I didn't even get through my intro. So you're supposed to be dancing back there. So I want to thank my family. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank Sue. You've been incredible. Turned an apolitical soccer mom into a political animal. I want to thank my brothers, Mark, the others, and of course, Melissa, Bedrock. Thank you so much. We actually met here about 6 years ago. So the magic of SPOOL can certainly be trusted. It lends to beauty. And of course, little Joseph. I don't know if you've got to see the cutest guy in the room. I think he's eating someone's cell phone. Tends to do that right after apples. He just loves the cell phone. But I also want to thank all my team. You've been incredible, from Dara to Amelia, to our interns, to Mary. Everybody has been absolutely tremendous. So I just want to thank you, because we're getting into the last few weeks. It's been an exhausting 5 months. 6 months? 8 months. What is it? Holy cow. A lot fewer beard whiskers that are gray. That's about how long ago it was. And but what's got me through it is you all. And it was very interesting to hear Sandra talk about her experiences back in Illinois in regards to waste management and incineration, because there was that same battle here. Remember that? 92. And what happened? You had an upstart challenger running for Broome County Executive, Tim Griffin, where people said he can't win. Can't win, ain't gonna do it. And he won. And I think we owe an incredible debt of gratitude. But not just to him, that's the interesting thing. It's to all the people that were your counterparts, that were there supporting Tim, that were there doing the flyering, that were there when someone like Citizen Action would call. Instead of hanging up, you would say, all right, I'll pick it up, I'll go do the phone calls, I'd make the small donations, I'll contribute, I'll give my gifts and talents. Those were the people that we owe a debt of gratitude to, and I'm looking at their contemporaries right now. So I want to applaud you. Obviously, we have to do a lot more debate prep. But I want to talk a little bit about, what this means to me, what this means, I think, to everybody here in Broome County. And what Sandra spoke about is very true. What this means to New York. What does this mean to the nation? What path do we take when we're faced with serious challenges? Clearly, we have an energy crisis, we have an environmental crisis, we have an economic crisis. And a lot of what we've tried doesn't work. And it seems like there's someone there, again, to peddle us the same solutions. And as we've realized that there is an alternative, there's a choice. We've proven it right here in Broome County when we said no to the incinerator. And we've allowed family farms to maintain their rich rural traditions. We've allowed our children to grow up in healthy neighborhoods. We've been able to diversify our economy. Now, we've still had challenges, and very serious ones. But I think that we are in a position right now where Broome County is about to take one of two roads. There could not be a more different choice come this election November 6th. There are two completely different candidates offering two completely different visions for the future of Broome County, for our families, for our loved ones, for our very small children and even those unborn. And I want to talk very quickly. When I've gone around and spoke with residents, it's clear that there are four issues. There's the jobs crisis, there's the budget crisis, there's neighborhoods still reeling from flooding, people still displaced, or those, if they're back in their home, just feeling a lot of anxiety. And then there's obviously the impacts over fracking. Across all of them, I see it. It's incredible duress and it's incredible anxiety. There's a theme that we need to restore our sense of security again. And we need to turn to each other. We need to turn to more hopeful opportunities. Because if you look at my opponent, it's not promising. It's a bit terrifying. I mean, you look past those really well-funded, gas drilling funded commercials that she's putting out, 5 commercials now. Peek behind the curtain, and it's a bit terrifying. Her answer to flooding is dredging. And as somebody who has been on the Broome County Flood Task Force for 6 years, it's not a viable solution for our area. I'm reminded of my father, who always said, a good doctor tells the patients not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. And so I will never violate my father's policy. When it comes to flooding, it's going to be a very difficult challenge. There's no immediate fix. But we can restore a sense of security if we have a plan and we're bold about it. If we look at green infrastructure, if we look at ways to restore our watersheds, if we help a lot of our citizens and drive and guide investment to build denser neighborhoods where we're safer and we're away from the threats that the future may pose. That's a vision. We can do that. It won't be easy, but we can do it. If you look at her answer for a budget crisis, it's about a 0% tax increase that was built and balanced on the backs of local governments, our working poor, our seniors, and our students. That's not a solution. When you don't have the courage to stand up and say, you know what, maybe we do need a 0.5% increase because we don't want to make our students who are trying to get to school and better their lives, our seniors who are trying to get to their medical appointments, or our low-income working families that are trying to do the right thing and hold down a job, that they now have to pay 300% of their monthly bus fare costs. Have the decency to ask me for a 0.5% tax increase. Challenge me to build a budget on our values. That's leadership. And then look at her solution on jobs. There is none. It's fracking. I'm sorry. She's got a commercial out on jobs, but 2 programs that she claims credit for, the only thing she did was host a press conference and promoted existing programs. Is that helping you and your friends land a job? Is that helping open up new career opportunities for your kids or expanding market opportunities for our farmers? I don't think so. Her real solution is fracking. And if you look at her position on fracking, she's already started serving the gas drilling companies. Already started. She's taken more than $20,000 in gas drilling interest funds. I've taken 0. I will not allow my decisions that respect the health and safety of our families to be influenced or bought by the gas industry. I won't do it. Because when they make a donation, they expect something in return. Money talks. And it's already talking. She's only 9 months, 10 months into office. She scrapped the road use law that the prior administration developed in consultation with many different stakeholders and interested parties. She scrapped it. She introduced her new road use law, which she admitted in the paper that she developed with the gas companies. And it includes a special new exemption that wasn't there before. How's that? You feel safe? You feel protected? As a taxpayer, I'll take that as a no. But it's more. It's if you look at what she's done with the town of Shenango. Here's the people's candidate. This decision is going to be determined by you in your community. Every single one of you should have a voice and a vote in the future of your community. That's home rule. The courts have affirmed that. Every community will have the opportunity to decide whether or not you're going to allow fracking. Not if Preston's in office. Town of Shenango, they had hundreds and hundreds of signatures looking for a moratorium. They got an entire Republican board to hold a public hearing because they said in the paper they're not ready. But you know what? Those moratorium laws have to go to the county planning department to get reviewed. I've done the review. There is not a single town that pursued a moratorium or a ban that was denied by their county. Not a single town in New York State. But Miss Preston has set a precedent. She sent down a negative finding, which means now not a simple majority of the board can pass the moratorium, but it will now require a supermajority. Money talks. This is terrifying. If you look at the alternative, my jobs plan is a real jobs plan. It's based on my experiences, my proven leadership. It's based on the vision that I think many of us share. How do we build a safer, more sustainable, more resilient community? How do we rethink our energy systems and our economic systems? How do we respect the rich rural traditions and cultivate and attract the next generation of farmers? I'll do that. We're going to be the leader in energy efficiency, renewable energy, high-tech jobs, and agriculture, right here in Broome, under my leadership in 4 years. It's going to happen with leadership, with vision, and focus. We're going to a 10-year jobs plan. We're going to help every property owner, small businesses or homeowners. We're already doing it. We're leading the state because of our work in Binghamton. We're going to help them plug up their leaky homes. That's going to create jobs. Has anybody heard about shipping their home to China to get it retrofitted and made more energy efficient? You can't do that yet, thank God. It's a local jobs plan. And then when we've made our homes more energy efficient, we're going to take advantage of the next generation of PVs and solar technologies that's going to be cost competitive in 3 years. And then we're going to install solar through all of our properties here in Broome County. That's an energy plan. That's a jobs plan. With leadership, vision, and focus. We're going to turn to our farmers. And we're going to extend the hand and say, let's help open up new market opportunities. We're going to become the center for processing biofuels and healthy foods. It's happening across the country, and we're not going to just get part of the pack, we're going to be leading the pack. In 4 years, under my leadership, that's going to happen. That's what this event was about. It was about celebrating possibility. It's about celebrating our talent, celebrating our crafts. It's a dance when you get sad. Shirley, I thought you were going to join in, so yeah.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Perfect. I like that. So on the debate October 25th, I need you in the back. I get emotional because I'm very passionate.
Really?
And it's also because I see what our potential is. And I've seen it narrowed and diminished. Let's make history November 6th. Stand with me, walk with me, and let's fight for our future.